Okay, here's the instructional video for Art 1. Today we're going to be talking more about learning to draw. This is an object study that I wanted to share with you guys, and so let's talk about what to do. All right, so everybody should have a copy of the Google slide that has several different images on it, and I tried to take everyday objects but keep them just kind of in their outline form. Outlining, another word for that is a contour line. Last week I taught you guys about when you look at something to break it up into basic shapes. So this is the same thing I want you to do now. As you go through the PowerPoint, or I'm sorry, the Google slide, you'll see different images of, like I said, everyday objects. All right, so start with taking your drawing paper that's in your sketchbook and divide it into 4 sections. This will help you give you an idea of kind of the size that you want to work with. There's no rulers involved. I want you guys to practice using your observation skills and your hands. You may use your pencil to check angles, check proportions, but try and make these lines just developing your fine motor skills. An eraser is okay. All right, so each of these images I want you to study and just think about the basic shape. So for example, there's a picture of a pear. Thinking about, hey, circle, maybe a triangle that you round at the top, a pumpkin, another circle or oval with a series of other circles on top. So really just breaking it up into basic shapes. This is also helping you with proportions and just getting your arm and your hand and your eye and your brain, everything just kind of working together. Keeping it really light, so a circle. And then like I said, a triangle. And then it's rounded at the top. And then, just like before, these sketched lines, keep them soft, and then outline more of the lines that you plan to keep. Organic shape with the leaf. I'm just gonna start with an oval, a little rectangle for the stem. And this is where you can go in and observe the little details with the line work. For example, I see that there's a center line for my leaf. It's pointed on the end. This is where you can spend a little more time observing the lines with the details once you know you have your shape that's solid. Here I have a pumpkin, starting with the circle. Looks like there's some half circles. If it helps, you can make the full circle or just think of it kind of like a moon shape. Triangle for the stem, and then you, like I said, once you have that place, then you can put the details in there. This should have been brought down just a little bit more. I'm not going to do all of these, but just wanted to give you guys kind of some guidance before you practice drawing. Some other images that I have here. For example, a plastic bottle. Let's talk about that. Thinking about maybe a circle, maybe a triangular form. If it helps too, sometimes I'll draw like a center line to kind of help, especially if it's symmetrical on both sides. So just kind of looking if this is going to be the width, or I should say the height of my bottle. Kind of looking at proportions. So a halfway point, lid, and then label, and body. And then go and draw those basic forms. So circle, square for the neck, and then a little bit more of a square for the bottle cap. There's the label, Then it comes down into a rectangle, and then it's curved at the bottom for the liquid. This is a lot easier than trying to get the outline of a bottle and then coming back up. As you can see, that could be really proportionately off. So it's good to start thinking of it, like I said, like a shape. And this is where you can go in and put those details and erase the details you're not going to keep. When things get more of thinking of geometric versus free form, something that's a little more unpredictable, because if I said a circle, you would know what a circle looks like, but if I said something like a cloud or a rock, chances are it's going to have, you know, you can't predict those angles and those curves. So this would make this more of an organic form with the topping on the cupcake. So thinking about the cupcake, if we start with a square, but then we notice that it comes in a little bit more, and you could bring that in and erase this. Circle, and then you can divide it up into sections, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have a section here, 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 and here. This is where you can go in with some of the details that you're observing and draw the icing on the cupcake. So take your time with these, see how you do. I'll be going around the classroom to help get through as many as you can. And let me know if you have questions.